Hi friends, welcome to Laxmiputra JK classes. Today we discuss very important chapter number 1, real numbers. So look at here, Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma. What saying Euclid's division lemma? See the concept here, very important concept. Any two positive integers can be written as, see, are expressed as a equal to bq plus r. See, look at here, a equal to bq plus r. We want here alphabet, how to remember a equal to a b q r. A b q r. Four letter is there. How to remember this? Euclid's what saying? Always any integer can be expressed as a equal to bq plus r. How to remember this? Any integer. Same. How to remember this a equal to bq plus r? Always have to Euclid's said this concept a equal to bq plus r. How to remember this? A equal to bq plus r. Memory trick is there where r is greater than. See, r is greater than or equal to 0. Always r values you have to take here greater than or equal to 0. R value greater than less than b. R value always less than b. R value less than b. R value greater than or equal to 0. You have to remember this is R value. What is the R value? Always less than or equal to 0. R value less than b. Okay. Memory trick is there. Appa equal to, see, A means appa, B means bodhi, Q means quarter, R means ragi. Okay. You have to remember these four letter meanings. Then you have to how to remember in always mind remember funny way. Always remember mind only funny way. You have to take that you have to convert that funny way, that appa equal to bodhi quarter ragi. Okay. How to make one sentence? Imagine. See the friends, here is there. Imagine father asking for ragi malt after drinking quarter. Okay. After drinking quarter, A equal to BQ plus R. You have to remember this. Okay. Remember, you have to continue. Next concept. Second concept is there. Total this chapter there are 7 concepts. First you have to clear. Then after we will go for next exercise. Okay. First only remember the main concept. Then only how to understand the math concept. Okay. First important is concept. Okay. Now next point we will go for next point. Second point. Second point, Euclid's algorithm to find HCF. See, one second point, very important concept, Euclid's algorithm to find the HCF. Where we use Euclid's algorithm to find the HCF. See, concept is there. Keep applying A equal to BQ plus R until remainder is 0. Then HCF equal to last non-zero remainder, that is called HCF. When you finding the any numbers HCF, you until remainder is not 0, that is called Euclid's algorithm. Okay. Say last non-zero remainder means remainder is not 0. See, one example is there here. See, 36 remainder is 12. Then again you have to divide this 18 divided by 12. Remainder is 6. Then again you take remainder, take 12 divided by 6. Remainder is 0. Until this is a remainder is 0. See, this is a remainder is non-zero. See the non-zero remainder. This is a HCF. Any two or any one. See the finding the HCF, we have to use this method. Remainder is last 6 is there. This is the HCF is 6. See how to remember this. Imagine Euclid's algorithm to find HCF. How to remember this? How to remember? See, imagine two people doing tug of war 1 finally gives of remainder 0. See, two people doing a tug of war 1 finally gives of remainder 0. How to remember this image? How to first make a image, then only remainder the equation or in formula in mathematics. First you make a word or image. Two people doing a tug of war 1 finally gives of 0. Okay. The word trick is repeated tug, winner is HCF. Repeated tug, winner is HCF. Okay. How to remember this? Euclid's algorithm, remembering the formula, very important. Repeated tag, winner is HCF. Okay. You go for next concept. Concept number 3. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. This is a very important. In SSH real numbers you have to use only how to remember this fundamental theorem of arithmetic. See the concept, every composite number can be uniquely written as a product of prime numbers. How to remember? See, every composite number you have to write in the form of a prime numbers, product of prime numbers. That is called a fundamental theorem of. Only have to remember any composite number have to write in the form of product of prime numbers. Okay. See, how to remember this FC? See, trick is there. Imagine Prime Minister making a unique laws. Prime Minister making unique laws. How to remember? Okay. Prime Minister, fundamental theorem of means how to remember means you have to remember concept. Say prime number. Prime number is there, no? You have to remember Prime Minister making unique laws. Prime Minister making unique laws. Prime means you have to remember prime numbers. See, only prime numbers. Okay. Next, only prime numbers allowed in fundamental theorem. Okay, of arithmetic. See the next, use animation. Every number is made up of a building blocks. Every number is made up of a building blocks, that is called primes. Every number is made up of a building blocks, that is called primes. Only you have to remember concept here, fundamental theorem. Fundamental means you have to remember Prime Minister making a unique laws. That you have to remember. Only use here prime numbers. Okay. We will go for next concept, fourth concept. Okay. Fourth point. You see next. Fourth point. LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers. In 10th class, fourth point is very important. Only one formula is there. LCM into HCF equal to product of any two numbers. See, any numbers LCM and HCF, you do the multiplication, then which number you took now LCM and HCF, that multiply by any number, which number you took now, that number you multiply, that both answer will be same. Okay. See the LCM into HCF equal to, you have to remember shortcut A into B means any two numbers. Any two numbers you have to take here, product of any two numbers equal to the LCM and HCF. Which number you took now, that number LCM and HCF have to multiply. Do first, then both which number you did took now LCM, that number also you do the multiplication, that both answer will be same. Okay. LCM and HCFs you have to remember this. HCF and LCM have to remember simple love story. LCM and HCFs love story, product of A into B. Have to remember HCF LCM love story equal to A into B. See, you have to remember LCM and HCF's love story, product of A and B. Okay. Fifth point, rational and irrational numbers. See what mean by rational and what you mean by irrational numbers. See the concept. Rational numbers always it is in the form of P by Q. Q not equal to 0. any number rational numbers, it is in the form of p by q. Irrational numbers not expressible in p by q. Okay, not expressible in p by q form, that is called irrational numbers. Simple, you have to remember, rational number means it is in the form of p by q. Irrational numbers, it is not expressible in the form of p by q. Okay, not non-terminating. Okay, irrational number is non-terminating, non-repeating, that is called irrational numbers. This is the rational and irrational concept also you have to remember. What you mean by rational, what you mean by irrational numbers. See how to remember this. At night be a rational, don't become a irrational. At night be a rational, don't become a irrational. Okay, 6th point, very important in exam. 2 marks, 3 marks question fix, asking root 3, root 2, root 5, any irrational numbers, proving. How to prove, how to remember the steps, how to, first step you have to remember, assume any irrational number, first you take, that is a assume root 2 equal to p by q, that is assume it is in the form of p by q. First step. Second step, square both sides. Second step, squaring on both sides. Third step, show the contradiction. Then how to remember these three? Say assume square boom contradiction. Assume square boom contradiction. Have to remember 3 steps. Then only prove the any question. Okay. Assume square boom contradiction. Any proving the questions asking how to remember assume square boom contradiction. Assume square boom contradiction. Okay. Next point, expansion of rational numbers. Decimal expansion of rational numbers. How to find out? This is a terminating, this is not terminating, repeating. How to find out? Any trick is there? Yes. One of the most important trick is there. How to find out? This is a terminating. See, terminating of denominator has only 2 and 5. Trick is have to remember denominator only 2 and 5. If you divide the denominator has a factor of 2 and 5, any number factors 2 and 5, prime numbers only 2 and 5. Okay, then we consider as a terminating, otherwise non-terminating, repeating. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ, ಈ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ಏನೇ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಈ 10th ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ, ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಾವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋತ ಹೋಗೋಣ, ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದೇ ಥರ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.